It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning NFC champs and the Panthers on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Ready.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Following the interception, Love flushed out right. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Love. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4. Love now. Rolling to his right. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Jacobs, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. To throw now, here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll work down inside the 45. And the numbers for Brooks a week ago. 15 carries, 68 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Now Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Young. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Thielen going to go in motion right. Throwing, Young. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Love. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Play action this time with Love. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Love looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Packers! From 6 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
In motion, the tight end.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. Hut.
Young will set to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Ready.
Young working out of the gun. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Ready.
Young. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Again, it's Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young now. That's pulled in by Brooks. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On the set. Let's go. Ready.
Young to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Flush to his right. That escapes the sack. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Raiders who were able to come away with the road win. Gardner Minshew, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to the Confluence to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Bo Nix leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Gets past one man.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Now Love. And he slings one that's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Romeo Dobbs
from 21 yards away.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now here's Young. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Young to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Ready.
To throw, Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Complete to Xavier Legette.
Down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Brooks.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Come on. Set. Hut.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
And they'll run again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And this time he is in.
Max Borghi.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, Love. That's complete to Doubs.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Working out of the gun. Love steps away. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Young.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play.
Down. Set. Put. Ready?
Here's Young. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go. Hut, hut. Ready?
Young.
That is caught.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready? Hut.
Now Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Go. Ready?
Looking to throw, Young.
He's got Mingo.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Hut, hut.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Set.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Throwing, Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's Young from the shotgun.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Let's go now. Set, hut.
It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Play action this time with Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 6.
Down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Down the sideline he goes.
And he gets this one down to the 24. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Dobbs.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Packers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while. Because one team was clearly better than the other in this one, and while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Young will set to throw.
That's caught by Mingo, right side.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Smith red. Blue check. Opposite. Green. Black swap.
It'll be Young again.
That one complete to again.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Set. Set.
Young now.
Open man down the field. That's Ligon.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. and taken down at the 21. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. One last shot for Young. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
No way, now let's go. Ronaldo, ponga la atención, sáquenlo. No, ven aquí, ándale ahí.